Hello, everyone. Welcome to our webinar on computer science and artificial intelligence. The bachelor program hosted by Neapolis University Pafos in Cyprus and supported by JetBrains. Today, we'll talk about the program structure and course curriculum, explain how admission and scholarship selection process work, and offer first-hand insight from our program lead, Alexander Kulikov. Before we begin, I want to remind you that we are here to answer your questions about the program admission and scholarship, whatever you have. So please don't hesitate to write them down in the comments during the presentation, and we will address them at the end. Now, let's meet our speakers. Alexander Kulikov is a doctor of science, head of the Laboratory of Algorithms and Complexity Theory at JetBrains Research, and lecturer at Neapolis University Pafos, specializing in discrete mathematics. Also, I'd like to introduce Alexander's colleague, Natalia Kitaeva. Natalia is a program coordinator. Together with Alexander, Natalia will guide you through the application and admission process, addressing any questions you may have. Welcome, guys. And let's move on to the presentation. Alexander, the floor is yours.
Alena, thanks a lot for the nice introduction. Hello, everybody. I am going to introduce you to our new bachelor program at Neapolis University Pafos, which is called Computer Science and Artificial Intelligence, and which is supported by JetBrains company. So I'm going to show you the slides from this PDF, which you see now on your screen, which actually contains a lot of information, and I'm not going to cover everything which is shown here. At the same time, we will provide you a link where you can download it and find much more than I will be able to cover today. So let's go. So this is our table of contents. I'm going to first tell about the program itself, about its learning objectives, and then I'm going to show you the curriculum of the program. And now, if you're able to see my cursor, it is showing that actually this part is clickable. So in this huge PDF, you can actually jump by pressing on these purple links. Then I'm going to show you professors, and for many of them, we will provide you with not only with the scientific interests and courses they teach, but also to the links to the video recordings of lectures. And actually, we encourage you to watch the lectures of our professors online, just to meet them and to ensure that they are professionals and they teach in an engaging way. Then I will speak about research opportunities for you in our bachelor program. Then about competitions, about what kind of competitions our students participate in, about their achievements, about possibilities for you. Then I will speak about workshops, and by workshops I mean student schools, for example, and also programming camps. So we've organized more than 6 such events already, and we're going to organize more. And this is just an excellent opportunity for you to learn something new in an intensive way, usually during 1 week, and also to meet other students from around the world. Then I will speak about career opportunities that our bachelor program will provide to you, and I will also show you some of our graduates together with their jobs, and also mention some of the internships that they participated in. Then I will speak about some details of admission. At this point, it will be important for me just to show you the corresponding page in our PDF. I'm not going to cover all the details, but it is important for me to show you that all the details, all the important details, links, documents, deadlines can be found in this PDF. Then I will cover how to get a scholarship from JetBrains. Then I will move on to the part where we show how to prepare for the studies at our universities and also for the entrance test. Then I will show you, then I will tell about accommodation and also show you a few pictures of the hotel where you will be accommodated if you study with us. And finally, I will also show you some pictures of Cyprus together with some links where you can compute the cost of living on this beautiful island. Okay. So about our program. So first of all, this is what you see here is the main entrance to the university. So this part of the text shows here that this bachelor program is supported by JetBrains. It is relatively young on the one hand. On the other hand, JetBrains has been supporting education in the field of computer science for the last 20 years. Okay, and we at JetBrains have graduates of this bachelor program that work all over the world. And it is important to mention that many of them work at top tech companies like Google, JetBrains, Meta, OpenAI, Dropbox, Booking, and so on. But some of them actually decided to be in academia, and we have graduates who got their PhD degrees from such universities as New York University or Princeton University or University of California at San Diego. We have several graduates who also are currently studying at master programs in Europe, for example, at EPFL in Switzerland or in ETH. We also have graduates who are working on their own startups in Silicon Valley, of course. So speaking about curriculum, so there are, I would say, three distinguishing features. So first of all, our curriculum is heavy on mathematics. So we believe that it is important, and we have many mathematical courses. So it is important for various reasons. So for example, just because, well, it seems that in the nearest future, machines are going to write code better and better every day. So it is just important to know the limitations of the possibilities. And also, it is important to learn mathematics to be able not just to use technologies, but also to invent or to design new technologies. Okay, so for this reason, we have many fundamental and mathematical courses. At the same time, we also have many applied courses, of course. So we are teaching artificial intelligence, compilers, data science, databases, machine learning, and so on. Also programming languages and compilers, of course, because we are from JetBrains Robotics. And the third distinguishing feature is that we are trying to make our education project-based, which means that there will be many hands-on projects. So I will talk about it a little bit more later when we see the syllabus of all the courses. Well, finally, at this point, let me also mention that we have very well prepared and strongly motivated students. So this can be shown by mentioning that among our students, there are winners of the most prestigious Olympiads for high school students. So, for example, the IMO, International Mathematical Olympiad, which is here, also International Olympiad in Informatics, IOI, also International Biology Olympiad, Open World Astronomy Olympiad. And speaking about their achievements in Olympiads for students, in 2023, so our students, for the first time in the history of Cyprus, advanced to the world finals of ICPC Olympiad. Also, just this year, our students won like 5 gold medals on the international mathematical competition for university students. Once again, this is the most prestigious mathematical competition for university students. And also together with the students, we won a research competition on Boolean circuit analysis. Okay, so now let me show you the learning outcomes. So once again, I'm probably not going to to read all these learning outcomes, but what I wanted to emphasize at this point is that we try to design our program so that it gives you a lot of hands-on experience. So you will be implementing and designing programs, models, machine learning models, or designing and creating robots. You will even be implementing programs for proven mathematical tasks, for example. Okay, now let me advance to the curriculum. So this is the curriculum for the whole 4 years of your education, and here you can see all the courses. And once again, I would like to emphasize here that all these links, all this purple text here is clickable. So by clicking on this link, you will get to the detailed description of the corresponding course, together with learning objectives, with prerequisites, and with an explanation on why do you need this course, and so on. Also, there are some color codes here. So, for example, using this green color, we denote mathematical courses, and as you see, during the first 2 years, we have many mathematical courses. And once again, this is intentional, as I mentioned already. At the same time, there are programming courses or applied courses. And there are also project-based courses where during the whole course, your goal is to implement some project. So you will be actually implementing and working on hands-on projects a lot, even in mathematical courses. But while in some courses, there are small projects like weekly homeworks, then such courses as algorithms engineering and artificial intelligence lab, for example, these are just project-based courses where once again you are working on a particular project during the whole term. Okay, now please meet our professors. Here is the full list of almost all the professors. Not all of them are here, but most of them are here. Once again, you can click on anybody in this list and read about him or her. Well, for example, this is Alexander Avdyushenko, who is our expert in artificial intelligence and machine learning. We provide here some information about it. So this is a link to his course on machine learning, and also this is his sample video lecture, which we invite you to watch, which once again I think is very important. So before going to university, it makes sense to just meet your future professors and to watch the lectures online, just to ensure that they like what they teach and that everything is clear to you, for example, and also to ensure that this is something interesting and this is something you would like to learn. Okay, so let me probably show you. So if you click on Pavel, for example, then you get to this page, which shows you a few more words about Pavel Mavrin, who is our ICPC champion. So he was a ICPC world champion back in 2004. He has a YouTube channel with lectures on algorithms, and you can find it here. And you will be learning algorithms from him, and he is also the person who organizes camps, who helps to organize camps, and one of the leads of such camps. And if you are into competitions, Pavel will help you to prepare for them. Okay, so let me advance to the next page, which is devoted to research opportunities for you. So we would be happy to help you to do research with us and to publish research papers. So here on this slide, we explain why we feel that it is important. So first of all, it is just interesting. On the other hand, it gives you some new opportunities, like meeting new people who are interested in the same things and traveling to conferences and student schools. Then we also explain why this is important. Well, just because by doing research, you learn a lot of new things. When you have publications, it can be beneficial for you in various cases. For example, if you're applying for PhD studies for top universities like MIT, then you just must have strong publications. But even if you are going to industry, publications might help you to get like a better position or a higher salary and so on. And finally, also, just by doing research and publishing papers and presenting them, you just hone your skills of communicating your ideas to other people. And this is extremely important. This is going to be extremely important in your future career. So we actually enjoy working with our students on various research directions. So here we show you some of our just recent publications. All of them are from 2024. Many of them are at top computer science conferences. So this one, for example, is a top European conference on algorithms. This one, for example, is a top US conference on algorithms. And once again, this purple color here means that you can just by clicking on this link, you will get a PDF of this publication. Okay, so if you are interested in knowing the details, please just follow these links. Okay. So competitions, this is an important part also of our education, so not obligatory. So if you are into competitions, we would be happy to help you to prepare for them. So once again, we do have professionals in this area. So here you see our team at ICPC World Finals in 2023. This is Pavel Mavrin, who is the coach and the lead of programming competitions together with Yasnin Matulin at our university. If you are interested in mathematical competitions, we would also be happy to help you to prepare for them and to learn a lot of new things. And here on the picture, you see our students in 2024, where they brought home five gold medals. And finally, also this year, together with 9 students, we were able to get the first place in this programming contest on logic synthesis. So this is already a competition not for university students, but for everybody. And what is impressive here is that last year in 2023, it was Google DeepMind who actually won this competition. And this year, the data sets was the same. So you can work on these data sets throughout the whole year. And the goal is to construct as small Boolean circuits as possible. And this year, together with, once again, 9 students, we were able to improve the previous year result by Google DeepMind on average by 12%. I'm sorry, and for some Boolean functions, our size reduction was as large as 83%. Okay, so besides of the main university courses and preparing for competitions, we also organize from time to time some intensive events. So in most cases, this is 1 week long events. And in particular, we organized the following events already. So the first one is Pafos Programming Camp, where we bring together various top teams, doing competitive programming from Europe, and then they prepare, for example, for world finals together. So they solve problems, they discuss their solutions, and so on. So as usual, here we provide some links. So this is the link to the past camp in 2023, and this is a link to the upcoming camp in 2024. Second, we organized also a student school called Joint Advanced Student School. So here on in the picture you see a school in 2023, which whose main focus was smart city, where the goal was to program a small robot so that it can run through a small city and stop at traffic lights, for example, and stop when there is an obstacle, and so on. Once again, this is also a nice opportunity to meet other motivated students from other countries, from other top universities who are interested in the same thing as you are. And finally, there was also a school on distributed computing. This is also a picture from this school, and this is a web page. Okay, so speaking about career possibilities. So first of all, let me emphasize that that we are not trying to prepare our students for some particular career. So we are trying to give a wide we are trying to teach so that there is a wide range of possibilities as a future career for you, and this is actually reflected by some of our previous graduates. Let me also emphasize that these graduates are not from our computer science and artificial intelligence program at Neapolis University Pafos, because this bachelor program is relatively young. It started in 2022, but these are our graduates. So I call them our graduates because they graduated from programs that are supported by JetBrains company. And as you see here, and these programs actually have many similarities with our current program, computer science and artificial intelligence. And as you see, our graduates work in different areas, in different tech companies, and doing different things, and working in various countries. So somebody works at JetBrains, some other people work for Google, for example. Somebody here works for Upright. So somebody is a startup founder, somebody is in academia. So let me probably actually get back to the curriculum, because I've just realized that I forgot to mention an important thing here. So during the first 2 years here, as you see, most of the courses are actually obligatory, and at the same time, during the last 2 years, there are many slots reserved for elective courses, which basically means that at this point, you will be selecting courses based on your interests. Okay, so we view it this way. So this is some important background that everybody should learn, but then you have a possibility to specialize on something. So if you decide to work on verification, for example, then you can take as many courses as you can devoted to functional programming, verification, and so on. On the other hand, you might also want to be working on machine learning and to take many courses devoted to machine learning, deep learning, and so on. Okay, now let me get back to the slide where I was speaking about your future career possibilities. So let me also mention that here there is a spot, and we actually discussed with other professors that we reserved it specifically for you, and we would be happy, of course, to brag about your future achievements here. Okay, so this is some information about admission, a lot of text here. Once again, I'm not going to read all this stuff. What is important for me at this point is that you know that this PDF contains this page with all the detailed instructions. So there are some deadlines here, which you can find. There are some links to important documents. There are links to our messengers where you can reach out to us and ask any questions. There are also some tentative dates and so on. Okay, so let me then proceed to the next slide, which is also very important, and it is about grants or scholarships by JetBrains. So each year, JetBrains provides 15 selected applicants with a grant that covers basically everything. So as it shows, it covers your tuition fee, it covers your accommodation, it covers your medical insurance, visa fee if needed, and even pocket money in the amount of 300 euro per month. And all of this is given to you for the duration of 4 years. Okay, so in order to get this scholarship, you need to do well on our entrance test, and then we will invite you to the interview, and then after all of that, we announce 15 winners. Okay, so if you are going to apply to our bachelor program, I would actually encourage you to apply for a grant also. Okay. Then this is actually an answer to a question that we are frequently asked, is how to prepare for our entrance test and how to prepare for the studies in our bachelor program. And this is a natural question because the studies in our bachelor program is intense. And the best way to prepare for them is to enroll in one of our 3 clubs. So these are just online, free of charge clubs in 3 different fields: in artificial intelligence, in programming, and in mathematics. They are all led by professionals in their fields, and they all 3 clubs started in October 2024, but my guess is that it is probably not too late to join. In any case, you might want to follow these links to read about all these clubs. Okay, so the second bullet here also tells you what we expect from you from your high school program on mathematics and programming to pass our entrance test. And also there are some links here where you can brush up on these topics. Okay, so this links to some online material, even with some auto-graded tasks, so that you can not only remind yourself of these subjects, but also just test your knowledge. So, and finally, our 2024 entrance test is now open, and you can just test yourself using by solving these problems. So let me just show you this test just right now. So it is here. So it is on the platform called Cognitera, and you can read about this test here. So it gives you some introductory text, and then you just advance to the problems, and there are some number of mathematical tasks, something like 10 mathematical tasks. There is also this note here that in this particular test, the number of attempts is unlimited. However, at the real test, at the real entrance test, you will have only 2 attempts for each mathematical problems. And all of these problems are automatically graded. So you basically read the statement, and then you need to enter some number here, and then you press submit. Okay, and it even gives you some statistics here. So I actually encourage you to try to try solving all these problems, because this is the best way to learn what we expect you to know when solving such a test. Okay, so all these problems are in mathematics, and definitely they do not require you to know anything outside of your high school mathematical program. And then also there are 6 programming tasks. Once again, at this point, we do not expect you to know any like non-trivial algorithms. So each of these tasks can be solved with just a small number of loops. I mean, if while loops, I'm not even sure that you need recursion here, for example. And also what is important to mention here is that you can solve them in any programming language. So there is, as you see, there is a long list of available programming languages, and definitely your favorite programming language is somewhere here. So definitely there is C++, there is Python, Java, Kotlin, of course, and so on. Okay, now let me get back to the slides. Okay, I'm almost done with them. Accommodation is also an important part of your university studies, and I'm happy to tell that we have a very nice dormitory of this is actually a hotel, and you will be living in a room. Usually, if you get a grant, for example, then accommodation is free of charge to you, and you will be living together with your classmate, and you will be having your own kitchen, your own bathroom, and so on. And the quality is, I mean, the hotel is nice. You can read here a bit more about this, and also in our shared folder, there are much more pictures of these hotels than I can put on this slide. Okay, finally, some information about Cyprus. This is how Cyprus looks like almost during the whole year. I mean, the weather is nice. Also, what is important, you can read about the temperature here. Also, you can use this link to compute the cost of living. Let me also mention that there are many cheap flights from Cyprus to other countries in Europe in particular. Okay, so and this is basically it. This is almost the last slide. So here I'm showing you 3 links where you can find some important information about our bachelor program. So, for example, these links leads to a web page at JetBrains site about our computer science and artificial intelligence bachelor program. This is a shared folder where you can find, in particular, this PDF. And finally, this is our Telegram chat where you can ask us any questions. I will show you this slide once again a little bit later. So in the meantime, you can point your camera on any of these QR codes and go to the corresponding link, or just to make a picture of it. Or we will also, of course, write it in the comments. But let me mention that this is not the end of our PDF, because this slide is followed by the syllabi of all our courses, as I promised in the beginning. Let me just show them to you. So, and let me probably even advance through all of them. So these are all our courses, and for each course, we actually provide an abstract, a detailed syllabus. We explain why you need this course. We explain the prerequisites, and we explain what you will learn in this course, and we explain the projects that you are going to work on in this course. So this is, okay, let me stop at this point. Once again, each such course page follows the same structure. So we have some name of the course, we have some logo, we have some like formal information like the exact term when this course is taught, the number of credits that you get, the number of hours per week that you work. Then goes the abstract of this course. Then we explain what you will implement in this course. Then we explain what we expect you to know in this course. So, for example, the prerequisite for the advanced machine learning course is some like discrete probability theory, and also something from continuous probability theory. And also at this point, we expect you to be more or less fluent with Python programming language. Then we explain when you need this. Well, nowadays it is clear why one needs machine learning. Then we provide you with detailed syllabus, and then we also tell you what are you going to learn in this course. Okay, so once again, you might be interested in looking at all our syllabi of all our courses, and we have many of them, and we are constantly populating actually this PDF. Okay, so this is basically it. So let me stop at the following slide, which contains links to some important materials. So once again, using this middle link, you can find this particular PDF. You can download it so that you can get all the information that I just skipped and only mentioned briefly. Okay, so thank you very much for your attention, and I would be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Yeah, thank you very much for the presentation. Before moving to the Q&A session, I encourage you to check out our landing page, youth clubs, take a look at our youth challenge and algorithm and code training school that will be held in Serbia this winter. Those opportunities are free for you, so don't miss your chance to meet our experts and peers worldwide. I will share the links in the comment section just in a couple of minutes. And by the way, for example, Math Club offers an additional 5 points of an entrance test mark, which makes it easier for you to apply for the scholarship. And registration for all of the clubs is open until October 31st. So you will still have a couple of days before that. And now we will move to your questions. Let me just check what we have at the moment. Okay. So the first question is, what are the age requirements of the scholarship?
I guess we have just no age requirements. So if probably we need you to have, we have some lower bound, meaning that we expect you to have a certificate from high school, but then there is no upper bound. So you can be 20 years old, 30 years old, 40 years old, 50 years old, 60 years old, and so on.
Perfect. Okay, let's move on. Should one stay in Cyprus after graduating?
Oh, definitely not. Let me just, okay, so this is probably not exactly the answer, but once again, so as you see, our graduates work in different countries, and of course, so for you there are no obligations when you apply. Even if you get the grant, for example, from JetBrains, you are not, there is no obligation for you to work at JetBrains and to stay at Cyprus, for example. You can select any career path you want, actually, and we would be happy to help you with that. So going back to the original question, so no, you may want to stay in Cyprus, you may want to go to another country, you may want to visit many countries. So it is totally up to you.
That's nice. Okay, Shyam asks, what is the deadline of the application process?
The deadline for application process, it is here, I guess. So okay, so somewhere you need to send your documents by June, by the beginning of June, let me say so. But also, if you would like to, you also need to take a test, and there will be two runs of our test, one somewhere around April 27 and one around June 15. So this is basically, and also there will be an interview as shown here somewhere between June 18 and June 30. So from all of this, you can I mean, there are several deadlines here, so not just a single deadline. So just
Maybe
please refer to this page. Oh yeah, Natalia, if you can add something, this would be great.
You should apply your documents till the 20th of June in this year. But we do recommend, if you know that you want to try to be accepted to our program, we do recommend to apply in March, April, and to join our first test. We think that probability of getting scholarship is a little bit higher on the first wave.
So there's no reason to wait until June 12th in order to apply. So if you do have your documents at hand, so you can apply and try your luck in the first test on April 27th, right?
Right.
Okay, and for example, can I skip the entrance test and still apply to the program somehow? Even if I'm not looking for a scholarship opportunity, if I...
No, unfortunately, it is not possible. So we still need you to take the entrance test just to ensure that you know the high school program in mathematics and programming well enough to be able to study with us.
Okay, makes sense. Okay, Ben asks, can I still join your clubs even if I cannot attend live streams due to school timetable? So there is a conflict there. I guess you can answer that because there are recordings published. So feel free to try out. And if you will still have some questions, you can also ask them in the Discord channel. So feel free to try. Okay, next question is, I would like to know about long study gap, but working in AI and software engineering for 7-8 years after dropout from engineering. For example, is it the case for us? Can this person be our student?
Oh, I mean, I believe anybody can be our student, but the only difference is that, well, I mean, if you know everything that we expect you to know in our entrance test, then I guess you will be able to study with us, right? And it doesn't really matter when you graduated from high school and what you've learned before that. So definitely there is no such formal requirement about your previous studies or something, and even informally there is no such requirement.
Okay, moving on. Why are there so many mathematical courses in the program?
Right. So this is basically, let me show it. So we are trying to explain this somewhere here. So basically, first of all, we believe that knowing the fundamentals is important, and probably it is especially important nowadays when many of the applied things are actually being automated. So we see that large language models actually help to write code better and better every day. So basically, to become a future professional, you need to know the limitation and the limitations of this approach, and also you need to be able to state the problem correctly, for example, to AI or to large language models. And for this, you need a deep understanding of what is going on under the hood. And this is only possible if you know mathematics. And also, we also believe that when you learn mathematics, you work on your problem-solving skills, and being able to solve new problems is what makes you a professional, not being able to apply some pre-built libraries. Okay, so this is why we have so many courses on mathematics in our curriculum.
Okay, I totally agree. It makes sense. Okay, we have a question about the amount of scholarship. I can guess we can go to the page where you're describing them. Maybe can dig a little deeper there.
Scholarship, yeah. So we have 15 grants every year, and also this table shows what the grant covers. Well, it covers more or less everything. Yeah, it covers your tuition fee, your accommodation, and pocket money. There are also some small things like medical insurance and visa fee, which is probably not so important, but still, so this is it also covers this.
That's great. Roman asks, I suppose the admission process is conducted online. Nevertheless, do you offer any events for applicants in the university in Cyprus?
No, not yet. But if so, there are now like official events. But if you are in Cyprus, probably on a vacation, probably with your parents, just drop us in a mail or drop us a note. I don't know, probably via messengers, and we would be happy to show you the university's the classes, and you can even attend some of our lectures.
Also, right now you can join our Cyprus Programming Challenge, and this Saturday visit university at final stage and meet us also and our students.
That is a really nice opportunity. Okay, we have still some time for more questions. Okay, how can I participate in ICPC studying at the program? ICPC club, so, I guess.
Oh, ICPC. So if you are interested in participating in programming competitions, well, you basically, you can do this even without us by solving some problem on code forces. But then if you are interested in like team competitions, then and if you are studying with us, you basically just find other students who are interested in this, and then you build a team, and then you start participating in competitions. So some of our teams now practice solving such contests like twice per week, and there are also tutors. Let me probably show them to you once again. So one of our tutors is Pavel Mavrin, who is our expert in programming competitions. Okay, so this is Pavel Mavrin, and this is also Niyas Nigmatulin. So both of them are in Pafos. Pavel actually teaches a course on algorithms, so you will learn a lot from him. Niyas helps to organize camps and to prepare for competitions, and he is also a champion back in 2012 and 2013. Right. So they will all guide you by organizing some contests for you, and they will give you a lot of recommendations, many advice on what problems to solve and where to focus and so on.
Okay, moving on. What's the acceptance rate of scholarships based on the number of students applied in each cohort?
Oh, Natalia, could you please help me with this? And I'm not sure that I know the numbers.
Actually, no. Every wave, after every wave, we can propose several scholarships, like immediately. But still, we have the number of scholarships till the end of the admission. So the last participants will know their place in the waiting in the queue, and the announce will be on in the beginning of July, on the 1st of July.
So basically, we don't divide this number by cohorts, right?
No.
Okay. And do we have this acceptance rate for the whole admission from the last year, for example? Do you remember?
About 7 applicants on one place, maybe.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Ben asks, does your school, does your youth clubs have a Code Forces team? I guess the answer is no, but we do use Code Forces as a platform, but there is no such thing as Code Forces team in this project. Okay. Roman asks, how do you sign up for the Saturday event in Pafos? I will share the link in comments just in a sec. And okay, we still have like 5 minutes for 1 or 2 more questions. Okay, let me check. Okay. How much time is given for the entrance test?
I believe it is 3 hours or 4 hours.
3
hours. Okay. Okay. So let me probably.
They are not divided between those 2 parts. So 3 hours for the whole test, right? There are no limits for math tasks or programming tasks. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
4.
Yeah, it says that it was 4 hours the previous year. Okay, let us put it this way: it is 3 to 4 hours. So because I mean, in any case, there is no guarantee that in 2025 the total duration is going to be exactly the same. So we might want to make it 3 hours long, for example, and to give a little bit less problems. I don't know. But in general, it will stay similar. Okay. So
okay.
let me probably get back to the slides.
From your experience from the previous year, what is your perfect candidate for this program? Who or she or he is? What does they know?
Okay, so let me probably, yeah, this is a tricky question. Yeah, so first of all, he or she knows the basic of all this stuff. Okay, so logarithms, combinatorics, and so on. Okay, so we also mention algorithms here. This is a huge field, of course, but we only we mean only the basics of this. Also, then she or he is interested in learning like computer science and artificial intelligence, and willing to work hard towards this goal. This candidate is probably interested in competitions, but this is not obligatory. And also, of course, we do expect some reasonable like curiosity from this person, and we would be happy to satisfy your curiosity. Once again, let me also mention that we are not preparing our student for some particular for some particular job or some particular career opportunity or even some particular company. So we do work for JetBrains, and this is like supported by JetBrains, not only financially but also by professionals who teach courses. It is not true that we are like preparing students for working at JetBrains, and this is what I was actually trying to emphasize on this slide, that our graduates work for different companies, working on different things, and some of them even work in academia. Right. So going back to the original question, we expect our ideal candidate to know the basic program, high school program on math and programming reasonably well, to have some curiosity in computer science and artificial intelligence, to be able to work hard on achieving his goals in this field, right? And in this case, we would be happy to help him or her to achieve all these goals.
Okay, right. And how about soft skills, for example? Is it important for this ideal candidate?
Oh yeah, definitely. Soft skills are important, and we do have a few courses dedicated for soft skills indeed. So we, first of all, we are kind of teaching soft skills in some of the courses in the terms of teamwork, for example, but there are also some courses on like presenting your work, on negotiating, and so on. So this is definitely important.
Okay, right. Thank you.
But at the same time, we probably cannot expect our applicants to be very good at soft skills at the beginning, and we do not formally require this, or formally or informally.
Okay. Okay, we have 3 more questions. Let's try to get through them. Okay, what's the tuition fee without a scholarship? So you can find this information basically on the landing page. The tuition fee for per academic year for 2 semesters is 6,000 euros, right? And the accommodation fee varies from 2,000 to 6,000, which is depending on the type, on the plan included, and things like that. But you can also drop us a line, and we will try to be more specific about that. Okay, we have a question from Roman. Have the club started yet? Yes, they did. First 3 homeworks were already done, and you can find those recordings in the Discord chats. So, but still, if you want to apply at the moment, you still have chance until October 31st, and then the registration will close. Okay. Okay, it's a good one. So let's try to fit in. Ben asks, do you care about grades in other subjects, not math or computer science? For example, in school leave certificate, I guess.
Not really. So if you, I mean, if you have all excellent grades, it tells us something about you, that you care about your grades. But if you like have a satisfactory grade in physical exercises, for example, this is not so important for us, of course, or I don't know, in biology or something. We might discuss this with you, but I don't even remember whether at any point of time during some interview with our applicant we were caring about this stuff.
Excellent grades can be like additional advantage, but bad grades in other subjects, it's not a significant disadvantage.
It's also, sometimes grades are not that important because, for example, if you know everything, but you still have a C, for example, or even in math, it doesn't mean that you won't be able to get a scholarship. It really is more about your knowledge than your grade. Okay, and the last question for today, what about student visa? Is there any support?
Oh yeah, definitely. So we will help you. So if you do well with an entrance test and with an interview, and you get a grant from us, or you just invited to study with us without a grant, we will be helping you on every stage of going to Cyprus, in particular with visa. Yeah.
Okay, so thank you one more time for being here with us today. Thank you, Alexandra and Natalia, for answering all of these questions. And we invite you to join us in our chats if you still have something to say or if you still have some questions. And that's it for today. Thank you.
Thank you.